Hi there, day 8. So I haven't planned any of these, which days. This day I'm going to talk about this, and this day I'm going to talk about this. Uh, some I'd like to script a little bit and then talk about them. Most of these, except for day 1, have been all off the cuff kind of thing. I was thinking about talking about cures, and then I backtracked to cures and then um, support groups. Though I talk a little bit about support groups. So this is one of the ones that I would have liked to have scripted a little bit because it's going to sound like I'm putting them down a bit. And maybe I am. I'm not sure. We'll find out. So, support groups. I got this when I was a child, and my mum joined a support group to try and, learn a bit more about it, see if there was any cures, see if, what you could do about it and stuff like that. She eventually had to leave because the way she explained it was just everyone was there and they just wallowed in it. Um, it was all about the doom and the gloom of it, and that would have been 20 plus years ago. And then about 10 or so years ago, I made contact with a local CFS support group. I I had been doing martial arts for a while then, and also done my personal training course, and I was getting results with people with things that the doctors said, like, oh, you're gonna have to deal with that for the rest of your life, or oh, you're not gonna be able to do that, or with even with myself, just I had found a way of being active, being able to do something I love. That's a very physical thing, and I wanted to see if I could help anyone else with that. So I contacted the local support group, and I got on the phone to this lady, and I was all kind of like, I was a little bit nervous because I don't usually put myself out there like that, and I was like, see if I can help them. Um, and then by the end of the phone call, I was just stunned. I just finished talking to someone who basically was trying to make life as comfortable as possible before they died. That was their life, looking for a cure and trying to live as comfortable as possible before they died. Now I sum it up, and I'm not saying, oh, we shouldn't be comfortable, but they were just living to die. And she was the head of this organization, this group, and that's what they were sharing with everyone who had CFS. Like, that would have just, if that had been me, that would have gone completely against the grain. Like, I'm not here to be comfortable until I die. I'm here to live life. Um, yeah, it was just so shocking. And and to me, it just blew my mind away because I just spent however many years getting to that point where I was doing things. Why would I want to just spend my time looking for a cure and trying to reserve my energy? Like you can't reserve your energy with CFS, or my version of CFS. You can't reserve your energy with it. We grew up knowing that if we did nothing, we would be in pain or tired. So we did something then. Yes, we could be in even more pain or even more tired or after doing something, but at least we'd done something. So if you're going to feel bad doing nothing, do something. Make the pain worth it. Get a reward out of it. Um, but she the they were all about taking it easy, and it just blew my mind away. Like, life is for living. Yeah, it's nice, the idea of looking for a cure, but like, so I've had it for 20 plus years, and there are people older than me who have had it for longer, and there is no cure. There is no cure for CFS. If there was a cure, either it's really well hidden, like, it's a government conspiracy, or there is no cure, and if there's going to be a cure, we're all going to hear about it. Now, I say there's no cure, but there are things that respond well to us individually. So for some people, they find that acupuncture is good. For some people, they find that yoga or having a massage is good, or that they can manage it just by a form of exercise routine or a form of eating routine or something like that. Like they find things that can help them. But so far, I've never come across any kind of, if you take this one thing, if you take this one thing, doesn't matter what type of CFS you've got, doesn't matter what stage or where you are with it, you take this one thing and it will work. I've never come across anything like that. So why spend the most hours of your life looking for it? Like, yeah, spend a little bit of time looking, researching to understand yourself, to find out what worked with you. But if you're spending most of your time looking for a cure, then you're spending less time living life. And looking for a cure isn't living life. Okay? You only get this particular round at life once. So yeah, have a look and try and understand you and do some research. But if you're spending 5 hours a day on scrolling through the internet and trying to look for a cure or talking to other people and you're just wallowing in it, you're not living. If you've got the energy to do that, go and do something else. Just something else. Read a book. Write a book. Read a sentence. Write a sentence. Go outside and watch nature and learn something from nature. You know, you're not here just so that you can try and not have any discomfort and then die. It's just such an awful mindset to be in. And the support groups I keep coming across were just all about wallowing. You know, have you found a cure? Hey guys, what works? Like there's this tension, there's this wound up, pent up. Oh my God, I've got to find a cure. There is no cure, and if you want to get upset with that, then that's okay. You have every reason to be, but there isn't a cure, is there? I mean, do you know something that works for everyone? That is like, hey, you are now completely normal. You know, that's a cure. We don't have one of those. We have things that work specifically for us. I have learned enough about myself that I know what can help me. Okay? So with a support group, yeah, it's really good to be able to share with other people, to get things off your chest and to express yourself and to not feel alone. Those things are paramount to humans as a whole. It doesn't matter whether you're well or sick or in between. If you're human, that's a human thing. But when you spend most of your time dwelling on it, where you just keep bringing it up, where you find yourself talking more about how bad you feel or thinking about how bad you feel than actually doing something else. CFS or any chronic illness, fibromyalgia syndrome, anything like that is awful. Okay? It's super awful. But you don't have to put extra pressure on your mind and on your body by dwelling and hanging out there. So every support group I've come across has been that kind of thing. Or you get the toxic positivity where it's like, hey, if you just think good thoughts, you'll feel better. Man, you know what? I've been doing this wrong the last 20 plus years. If only I just thought better. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. But I'll do a video on, because that's kind of like cures. So I am going to do a video on cures because it's a bit of a funny haha joke, especially with my family. So I will do on that. But usually it's that kind of that seesaw. Either like everyone's wallowing in it, like chasing that cure, or you get people who are on the other end. I'll cover that in another video. I will add that. So 10 years ago, I contacted a support group, and then in the last month or so, I went on Facebook like, you know what, let's benefit the doubt. I go on to Facebook and I find support groups, and it starts looking like the same thing again. And I'm like, oh, life is for living. But what I've noticed a little bit more now is like here and there pop up people who are like having a bad day. and I'm gonna go do something. Or, so it was more of like, hey, I'm expressing myself here. This sucks. I'm talking to a bunch of people who know that what a bad day kind of might feel like. Um, but that's it. It's not a wallowing. It's not a, oh my goodness, if I don't find the cure, my life is over. It's like, hey, I'm just going to express myself. And then, hey, by the way, guys, I went on a date and it was hilarious. Like, there was some life to it. Like, hey, we're interacting with life. So that was really good. That was interesting to see. But um, live, guys. Yeah, research and look for what works for you. But don't make that the only thing you do. If you've got the energy for that, don't make the only thing you spend the energy on. If you're going to feel tired or in pain, I can't tell you what to do for your body, but certainly for me, if I know I'm going to be in tired of pain, I'm going to go do something so I get a reward out of it. Um, so I can say like, yes, I went to I walked up those stairs and I saw over the hill and I got my photo, and that was all my energy for today. Okay, so yeah, go easy on yourself. Go live, and you might surprise yourself. Thank you very much for letting me share day 8. Is it day 8? Yep, day 8. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, notification button. I got my first thing the other day. Like, someone didn't like my first video. Oh. I'm sure there's people who like it. Yeah, they just didn't press the like button enough. All right, thank you very much, guys.